Regina Garma. Mr. President, kilala ho ba ninyo si Colonel Regina Garma?
Yes, sir. Police ng Davao yan.
Yes. According to her, you have known her since 2012 to 2016 when she was assigned as station commander in Sasa and Santa Ana Police Station, hindi po ba?
Hindi ko I cannot remember the correct
But she's acquainted with you. Ito po yung paragraph number 7 that you were acquainted with it.
I will accept that.
Now, on paragraph 6, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, which I will read. In May 2016, I received a call from then President Rodrigo Duterte at approximately 5 a.m. instructing me to meet him in his residence in Doña Luisa, Davao. Totoo po ba ito?
Yes, sir.
Now, on paragraph 8 po, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, sinabi po niya na doon po sa meeting niyo, he requested that I locate a PNP officer or operative, indicating that he needed someone capable of implementing the war on drugs on a national scale, replicating the Davao model. His Davao model referred to the system involving payment and rewards. Totoo po ba na ito pinag-usapan nyo sa meeting ninyo noong May of 2016, Mr. President?
Sir, it's really pretty obvious na I'm talking to a single person and would be inviting another one to join her in the fight against drug. There is the drug enforcement law of the police. That's the unit that is properly empowered to sila yung pupunta sa formation.
So hindi po ninyo napag-usapan itong sinasabi niya na nagpapahanap po kayo ng isang tao na operatiba coming from the PNP na magpasimuno nitong ikang Davao model po.
Yung INC, sir, ang isa kasing affidavit.
I will go into that, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Anyway, nung Mr. President, sinabi po niya na initially, nung sinabi nung tinanong po sa kanya kung meron po siyang may nirekomenda na tao, ang sabi po niya, wala siyang kilala. But eventually, in paragraph 10, however, I recall my upperclassman Edelberto Leonardo who was handling the CIDG group. So ito po yung inirekomenda ninyo ni Colonel Garma sa inyo na magpasimuno po nung Davao model. Totoo po ba ito?
Sir, hindi, sir, because in every police department, meron talagang unit na nag-handle niyan. Drugs, o smuggling. Pupunta yan sila doon sa akin, sir, offering information. Sabi ko, sino pa ang nakaalam? Is there any other police operative who can collaborate your statement? Because I need validation. Naghihingi ng pera, sir, for operation. Di naman ako magbibigay ng pera sa sarili ko. It's always government money. So, pag may ganun, dinajamming mo ako ng story na ganun, I need to corroborate the statement.
Anyway,
Sabi ko,
nagpatuloy pa po siya na sinasabi niya na there was a meeting between sa inyo po doon sa DPWH Anakan Davao. Ang nandun po yung si Pakay, Pilela, Grijaldo, Tucson, and Dueñas po ng Class 97 PNPA and Class 96 PNPA. Totoo po ba yun na nakipag-meeting po kayo dito sa Class of 97 PNPA and Class 96 PNPA doon po sa DPWH in Anakan?
Yes, sir. I do not remember the occasion. But I remember that there was, or almost everybody was there, including the military. Nagipag-usap ako separately from the military pati police kasi hindi mo nakaintindihan. But in that meeting, I was talking to the military, then to the police. Separate sila, pero
During that meeting po, Mr. President, hindi naman po ninyo napag-usapan na gagawa ng task force regarding war on drugs po. Hindi ho ninyo napag-usapan yun during the meeting dun sa Panakan sa Davao between the class 20 of 93 and 96. 97 rather.
I cannot do that, sir, because alam mo naman na only the police can create units or in the police department. Hindi tayo empowered niyan to create units there. It's not allowed by law.
Binanggit din po ni Colonel Garma, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, doon sa paragraph 22, meron pong mga personahe po na hindi naman mga pulis na isasama daw doon sa ikangang task force. Kilala po ba ninyo si Lester Berganyo?
No, sir. Honestly.
Okay. Si Mr. Romel Bactat po.
Lalo na.
Si Mr. Rodel Serbo po.
No, sir.
Mr. Michael Palma.
No, sir. Stranger.
And Mr. Peter Panungo. Panungo rather.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Okay, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, ito po yung mga individual na, well, I'm just basing this on the affidavit. I'm just going through the affidavit of Colonel Garma. So, Mr. Chair, according to her, these were part of the group of the PNP 97 and 96 na supposedly who will be the members of the task force with regards to the war on drugs. Now, Mr. Chair, meron din pong binanggit si Colonel Garma tungkol sa reward system. Ito po ba ay totoo po? During the meeting, aside from organizing the task force, the reward system was also mentioned during that meeting, Mr. President.
Yes, sir. I would repeat my statement. If there is a police operation that would need money, at lahat, alam naman ng lahat tayo dito sa gobyerno, there is no ready money for instant, there is an incident of kidnapping and there is a hot pursuit going on. Naghahabulan sila, sir. Kailangan nila ng gasolina, pati pera.
Hindi totoo yan.
Nagbibigay tayo ng pera. Ay pro-police talaga ako. Puro naturo talaga sa police kasi police, pro-police ko. Alam ng Pilipinas yan.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Nagsumite rin po si Ruina Garma ng supplemental affidavit. Kung sa supplemental affidavit niya, sa paragraph 5, and I will read, I became aware of the so-called Davao Death Squad through various sources during my assignment in Davao. It was common knowledge among officers that almost all station commanders had special teams selected for specific operations. Although I did not know the identities of these teams, a sort of silence prevailed among police officers in Davao regarding such matters. Paano po ba ninyo itong aligasyon ni Colonel Garma na mayroong Davao Death Squad?
Sir,
What? Bro, what are you...
kung meron man, walang pangalan at
And then, Mr. President,
I will deny it's a very, pardon the word, but a very stupid allegation.
Okay, Mr. President. Now, on paragraph 17, dun sa supplemental budget niya, she goes on to mention, kasi binanggit na po niya na may reward system na dun sa Davao. She also mentioned the Davao Death Squad.
Kasi hindi mo kasi ako binigyan ng panahon, sir. Meron talaga, sir. Meron ako may reward. Pagka yung big crime solution kaagad, bibigay. Not very natural sa mayor yan, sir.
That was where I was going, Mr. President.
For the boys.
Yes. On paragraph 17, Colonel Valderrama states that for the deaths of suspects, Sunny Pinto Ventura provided direct payments of 20,000 to station commanders with no signed document required. Itong si Sunny Pinto Ventura, kilala po ba ninyo?
He is a policeman who was with me almost until now. Retired na for weeks. Sometimes, tinatawag ko siya mag-drive sa akin.
Pero itong yung sinasabi ho, Mr. Chair, Mr. President, ni Colonel Carmount, paragraph 17, na nagbibigay daw ng reward payment direkta doon sa mga station commanders na amounting to 20,000. Kasi Sunny Pinto Ventura daw po ang nagbibigay. Totoo po ba yun?
Kung tanongin mo ko siya, totoo yan. Kasi kung sabihin mo galing ang pera sa akin, ipasa ko kay Binaventura para ibigay doon sa station commander, that is a fair story. Ako na ang magtawag ng station commander, ako na magbigay.
Okay, Mr. Chair, Mr. President, ang isa po nagbigay ng sinuntaang salaysay is si Colonel Joey Espinido. Kilala ho niya ba ito?
Yes, sir.
Well, binanggit po niya doon sa paragraph 35 ng sinumpang salaysay niya na sinumiti po noong August 25, 2024. Ito po, and I will read po. I know that there was a reward of 20,000 pesos per kill in the drug war. So in short, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, itong statement po ni Joey Espinido, kinokorobel din po doon sa statement ni Colonel Garma na nagbibigay po ng 20,000 pesos for every kill. Totoo po ba yun?
No. Every crime that is solved, whether it is really it resulted in a killing or nahuli siya, basta yung droga, mainit ako, sabi ko, nagbibigay ako ng reward. Or does not presuppose na magbayad ako ng 20,000 para patayin yung durugista. Nagbibigay ako talaga, sir, ng alam niya. I support the police. Kung malaki na huli nila, binibigyan ko sila ng tip for the boys.
Mr. President, Mr. Chair, isa lang pong binanggit ni Joey Espinido itong operations ni Mayor Rolando Espinosa. Was the killing of Mayor Rolando Espinosa related to the operations against drugs po?
I did not even know the person. And if there's a killing, it's beyond me.
He also mentioned, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, doon sa paragraph 19, sinabi po niya there was an operation po against Mayor Rinaldo Aldon Carino of Osamis City. Was this also part of the war on illegal drugs, Mr. Chair?
Wala pa pakialam, sir. But I know that the Parahinogs were pardon, patay na kasi, do not want to lahat na ng muisip mo na kagaguhan ng isang counselor.
Actually, the search warrant on July 30, 2017, and after the operation, 16 people were killed in these police operations po. This was according to the affidavit of Joe Espinito.
If it was in Davao,
In Osamis po.
wala akong ano niya sir. Dapat sa hindi ko na teritoryo yan.
Okay, dito naman po tayo, Mr. President and Chairman, Mr. Chair. Doon po sa may nangyari pong patayan noong August 13, 2016 sa Davao Penal Colony involving 3 Chinese prisoners. Ito po yung mga Chinese na kinulong po doon sa Davao Penal Colony. Ito po yung mga Chinese chemists yata. Now, accordingly, it was an operations led by Colonel Karma, Lusan Arthur Solis. Pero pinaka-importante po, ito po ay sinutangsalay ni Colonel Jerry Padilla po. He was the superintendent at that time nung nangyari po ang patayan doon sa Dapicol. Hindi ko na po iisa-isa to dahil marami po magtatanong. Ang iano ko na ho, after the killing, according to sa supplemental supplemental affidavit of Colonel Jerry Padilla, ano po niya yung mga pumatay na si Leopoldo Tan o tsaka yung si Mr. Magdalaro para hulihin po doon sa selda kasi doon po pinatay sa selda yung 3 Chinese prisoners. Nung papalabas na po sila, nakaposas na po yung Chinese prisoners. According to Colonel Jerry Padilla, he received a call from you daw, congratulating him doon sa namatay na 3 Chinese, and sinabi ko raw ninyo, job well done. Totoo po ba yun?
Hindi sir. Hindi ko kilala yung tao. I would never talk to a stranger, lalo na yung mga gano'n. It's not only, it's dangerous. I would only talk to about these things, about the killing, to a few confident. They're all sa taas, sa police officer. And I would just give the direction. But sometimes I say that kung lumaban, patay na lang yan. Patay, yan na ang totoo sa ko. Pag lumaban, patay na ninyo para tapos na. Kasi makakulong kalabas siya, problema na naman. Mabuti lang sana kung ordinaryo. Pero kung makaso na rape, magnakaw, tapos patay pa siya, medyo talagang mainit na. Sa mga pangprangko na alam ng lahat ng pulis pati NBI, mainit talaga. Hanapan ninyo, kaya sabi ko, kung may mga baril yan, bunit, bunutin o. Meaning to say, make a scene na kailangan, kung sabi mo, alisado ka, padruhin mo muna ng baril, barilin mo, patayin mo na para wala na akong hahanapin pa bukas. At wala nang ma-rape, wala na tao, at maganda na ang sulat ko. Mga residente, at least wala nang inimitado ako. We will invoke Mr. President, this statement of Colonel Jerry Padilla was corroborated by a certain Mr. Leopoldo Tan, yung isang pigil na pumatay kasi kasama na po sila doon papunta sa opisina ng admin office ng Dapicol, and nag-corroborate po si Leopoldo Tan na hindi tumawag daw po kayo kay Colonel Jerry Padilla. I just want to inform you that it was just corroborated by Leopoldo. Alam mo sir, hindi mo dapat gawin yan. Alam mo bakit? Pag gano'n yan sir, tinitape ka. Alam mo yung police na gano'n, tinitape ka. Pagka nag-istorya ka ng mga gano'n, nasabi, hindi ko ginagawa yan. Kung may instruction man ako, kung may gusto man ako patayin, tawagan ako. Isang tao, isang officer, patayin. Wala nang rape. Nakaw, rape. Tapos, kulong.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you,